Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it is Wednesday, July 12th, which means it is time for a very long overdue and long awaited news update video thingy here on the channel. Yay! We are back! Admittedly, part of the reason why I've been pretty slack on doing this is, well, a lot of things have been going on that have been keeping my time kind of tied up, and overall, I guess I just was so far behind with news updates, I felt kind of overwhelmed, like, can I even get back into doing these and stuff? Also, my voice is not super amazing, as you probably just heard right there, but another thing that was concerning me was that with the fact that I always give out code cards, I was so far behind giving out those last code cards. I guess part of my brain was like, you can't get back into it, you're too late, but no, we're forcing to get back into this here. It is time for the news update. I am foregoing my Pokemon Going for the time being. I'll do it later on today anyway, right? But I am putting that to the wayside. I thought, no, now is the time. I gotta get back to my regular routine. Although we're a couple days late, I usually have to do these on Mondays. But I want to get the news out to you guys because there's a few things to mention, and I have saved up a lot of booster packs over the past several weeks. I'm going to open 3 of them today and give out the code cards from these for Pokemon TCG Online to you folks out there in a question of the day giveaway as always. We got a nice old pack of Furious Fist, we got Breakpoint, and a Sun and Moon base set. So I'll be opening these 3 towards the end of the video. Stay tuned for your chance to enter the question of the day giveaway for one of these code cards once I open up these packs. But first of all, is there anything to mention channel-wise? Nothing super crazy amazing. I guess what I do want to say is I've been doing news updates, well, in the past, I've been doing them usually on Mondays. I think, given the fact that Pokemon Go has become so much more fun again with the gyms and the raid system, and I tend to spend my early part of the day going out looking for raids to try to get my cool items like TMs and all that, I realize I'm not really dedicating time during the day to doing recordings for you guys to have them edited and uploaded in time for a timely publishing on YouTube. So I think what I'm going to start doing is sort of pushing things towards the end of the day. I'll start doing my recordings towards the end of the night. That way I have the evening to edit them, get them uploaded, and I don't need to worry about stressing out getting stuff ready for, say, midday of the following day. I can go out to my Pokemon Going. The videos will already be recorded and uploaded. Just waiting for their chance to go live for you guys to check out there. So I'm probably going to start pushing the news updates to Tuesdays. For one reason, I like to call it Tuesday News Day, because I like rhymes, and that's a pretty silly way or silly reason to do it, but that's just one reason. Another reason is, if I give all day Monday for news to come out, then Monday evening, I can do a news recap and record it and upload it on Tuesday, and hopefully I won't miss out on too much news. If I do, I can always just do a follow-up news recording anyway for any major announcements that are made throughout the week, and I've done that in the past. Like when Sun and Moon information was coming out, I would put up news update things, or basically not full news updates, but just updates on the information that comes out as it came out. So I guess that's the routine we're probably going to get to. So expect Tuesday news days coming here on the channel from here on out. Now, the only other thing, was there something else I was going to mention regarding the channel? Well, something that comes to mind is we're almost near the end of Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. If you watched the episode yesterday, no, I missed yesterday, but earlier this week, I did get, what was it? We took on Viridian Gym, got the badge, and we took on our rival. All that's left is to get through Victory Road, the Elite Four. I might have some follow-up videos after that just to sort of tie up some loose ends, but we're going to advance onto the next part of our main team adventure throughout the different regions of Pokemon and get back to the collection I was using in Pokemon Sapphire most recently. And I'm not going to spoil too much of what's coming up, but it's going to be a pretty cool playthrough, and let's just leave it at that. Different stuff than what we've seen thus far. I mean, of course, we're advancing through the generation. Of course, it's going to be different. Way to go, Professor. That's intelligent. But anyway, I don't want to spoil it. It's coming probably, I would say, next week. Or, yeah, sometime next week. Maybe later in the week. I don't know. I'll try to speed through Yellow for this week. Meaning, I did miss yesterday's upload of Pokemon Yellow, so I'm going to have 2 Pokemon Yellows tomorrow. And Thursday or Friday. No, tomorrow is Thursday. Anyway, Friday, I'm going to see if I can get another TCG Online video. I still got to put a deck together for some new Pokemon GX, but I'll deal with that behind the scenes. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to mention for the channel update itself. The things to mention as far as news goes, the new expansion of Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon TCG in the Sun and Moon series is scheduled to be coming out very soon. It's called Burning Shadows. That sounds interesting. It's coming out on August 4th, but next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, Heroes Beacon, the Pokemon League that I professor at, is having our pre-release video. Well, pre-release event, and I'll be recording a video, is what I meant to say. We'll be having that this Saturday, next Saturday. Okay, let me calm down. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Burning Shadows is just so cool sounding. I'm getting all hyped up. Next Saturday will be the Burning Shadows pre-release at Heroes Beacon. I'll be filming some video coverage for that and showing you a recap of a lot of the new cards, some of the matches in play, or at least one of the matches in play, and giving you just basically the breakdown of what a pre-release is all about, like I've done before. So I'm looking forward to seeing these new cards. There are 140 new cards coming out in this set, 12 of which are going to be new Pokemon GX. They've mentioned half of them: Necrozma-GX, Tapu Fini-GX, Machamp-GX, Charizard-GX, Darkrai GX, and Ho-Oh-GX. So that's only half of them. There's going to be 6 more coming in. I don't know. That shouldn't be including the full art cards, I don't think. I would hope not anyway. There's going to be 6 full art supporter cards in this set as well. They don't mention items, but there are full art items nowadays too, like the full art Golden Nest Ball, Max Elixir I think was one, Field Blower I think might have been one, but I like the fact that items are now getting full art cards as well. And what's interesting, I found out by checking out the, the overview page for Burning Shadows, booster boxes will be for sale at Pokemon Center, or the Pokemon Center. You go to PokemonCenter.com/Sun and Moon Burning Shadows, all with hyphens between them. Actually, you know what? That's a much longer link than I was thinking it was. So just go to PokemonCenter.com, type in Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. You should be able to find it. If not, go to Pokemon.com, find the overview page for the Burning Shadows expansion, and there's a link right on there to check out the booster box for sale in the Pokemon Center. I don't think it's available for sale just yet, but probably as soon as the set does go on sale, you can buy them. Or did it say there'd be a sale in advance? I don't know. Check that out yourself. I clearly didn't do my news research as much as I should have. But do I have images of the new cards? In fact, we're going to take a look at those 2 new cards they've revealed once I can get over to the Pokemon website. Give me one moment. They have shown Tapu Fini GX and Necrozma-GX, and I want to take a look at those 2 cards while we're here, because I do have the images to show you, as you're probably seeing right now, depending on when I link them or upload them here in the video. Where are you at? Burning Shadows. So the first one we're going to take a look at is, can I see it? Show me the Tapu Fini. I'm not sure if I can really read this or not. You guys can see it on camera though. So Tapu Fini GX, of course, water type, 170 HP. Aqua Ring does 20, and I believe it says switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. The Hydro Shoot, discard 2 water energy attached to this Pokemon. This does, what is that, 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. If I'm saying things wrong, you guys can see it on screen, so feel free to call me out in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I remember reading. And then Tapu Storm GX, shuffle your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the opponent's deck. But if the opponent has no bench Pokemon, this does nothing, because that would just end the game. That's no fun. You want challenge to get a better victory, do you not? I'm sure some people don't mind getting quick wins. Remember the whole, what was it called? I think it was just called Blow Away or something, the ability of Shiftry with the Force of Giant Plants allowing for fast evolution. That was an interesting combo that they sort of didn't think about when making Pokemon TCG. Anyway, there's also Necrozma-GX, a Psychic type with 180 HP. What is that? Light's End ability. It says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's... No, not even your opponents, from any colorless Pokemon. So a colorless Pokemon on your side that hurts the bench would actually not hurt Necrozma-GX, which is interesting. And Prismatic Burst does 10 damage, plus discard all Psychic Energy attached to this Pokemon. This does 60 more damage for each Psychic Energy you discarded. Interesting stuff. That would work well with Metagross GX, because I believe Metagross GX allows you to reattach Psychic Energy that's been discarded. Keep that in mind for a strategy. And the Black-Ray GX, this attack does, I believe, 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX. EX? Yes, I said it right. I was like, GX. Wait, no, that's... Bear with me. It's early. I haven't had my breakfast yet. I'm recording this as soon as I can so I can hit it or get it uploaded for you guys. But anyway, that's the Necrozma-GX right there. Interesting stuff. Of course, we don't know what the other 10 Pokemon GX are going to be like yet in this Burning Shadows expansion, but that's coming up in just a couple of weeks. I'll get the video edited ASAP and uploaded as quick as possible so you guys can check out these new cards. Now, we are going to take a look at the Weakness Cup. It is the next online competition coming up in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Another one that's allowing for Pokemon that have been sent up through the Poké Transporter from past generations, so I'm interested in taking part in this one. Weakness Cup is interesting. It's going to be double battle format. Only Pokemon with 5 or more weaknesses are going to be permitted. Some legendaries are going to be allowed, and some legendaries are allowed. All mythical Pokemon are prohibited from entering, so keep that in mind. The only held items allowed for this are going to be Weakness Policy and berries that reduce super effective damage, like Uka Berry and Waken Berry and stuff like that. So you can't have, say, like choice items. You can't have Eviolite. It's going to make things interesting because I'm considering bringing Egbert the Togetic because he has Follow Me. That could help out in the double battle. Registration for the Weakness Cup begins on July 20th, and I believe that's a Thursday. Yes, it is. And the battles are from July 28th to 30th. What do you get for entering this Weakness Cup and completing 3 battles, you ask? Well, you get yourself 4 Mega Stones, Ampharocyte, Altarionite, Latiosite, and Latiosite. I'm interested in this because I want the Mega Stone for Majestic Altaria. I should have said Altarionite. I forget how I pronounced that. Anyway, I'm going to be taking part in this. Now, I did a little look through to see which Pokemon are eligible. I don't have an overview of every single species, but there's only a handful. There's a number of interesting, powerful ones in there. But of my own collection from past generations, the only ones that I have available for my disposal, or at my disposal, is Aerodactyl, Critter the Butterfree, Wiki the Chandelure, Dorothy the Driftblim, Springer the Greninja, Irwin the Crocodile, Grub the Livani, Prowl the Lycanroc Midnight Form, Burrow the Ninjask, Medusa the Onyx, Icona the Palossand, Pinky the Slowbro, Egbert the Togetic, Cordial the Serena, and Soul the Weavile. How many is that? That's a decent amount of Pokemon to choose from. So, I gotta choose from those Pokemon a team of 6 to bring against whatever might be the biggest threats in the Weakness Cup. If anyone out there has any ideas and suggestions on what the biggest threats are going to be from the Weakness Cup, feel free to leave them in a comment down below. Save me a little bit of research, but I'm probably going to want to do the research anyway, so I know exactly what I'm getting myself into and the best strategies. Which of my Pokemon have Tailwind? I believe either Aerodactyl, Critter, or Dorothy have Tailwind, so speed would be a pretty good thing. I could also have Cordial to prevent the opponent from using Quick Attack things on me, so that could be an idea. Why do Grass types have so many weaknesses? I mean, I guess it's good that I can use her, but like, Bug, Fire, Flying, Ice, Poison. That's a lot of weaknesses. Did I miss any? I don't think so. But anyway, the Weakness Cup is coming up in just a couple weeks' time, which will be pretty interesting to see how things play out. In fact, I think that's the weekend of our pre-release. Why am I always doubling up on so many events on the weekends like this? Oh, come on. I'm so busy some of these times. Oh, well. Anyway, the other thing I want to check out is information about Marshadow. Now, let me get it up here on my phone. Where are you at? Marshadow is a mythical Pokemon that has been revealed in the video game. Of course, people that did the data mining of Sun and Moon a long time ago already know everything there is about Marshadow, but I'm still kind of learning myself. So I'm going over to Pokemon-sunmoon.com, get this information on this mythical, interesting Pokemon. So I'll show you some footage, or at least a picture on screen as I read this. It's the Gloom Dweller Pokemon, the first fighting and ghost type ever. Interesting combination. And is it? I think so. I'm pretty sure. So the ability is Technician, which, what does that do again? It boosts up moves that are 60 power or less, I believe. I always get that confused with Adaptability, but Adaptability boosts the stab bonus from 50% to 100%. Known as the Gloom Dweller Pokemon, the mythical Pokemon Marshadow conceals itself in the shadows. It never appears before humans, so its very existence is the stuff of myth. Marshadow sinks into the shadows of others and is able to copy their movements and power. Now that's interesting, because that is what its signature move is, as I'll mention in just a little bit. Marshadow is a very cautious Pokemon. It sinks into shadows and observes what is going on around it in such a way that no one else will notice it. This may be the reason why it is so rarely seen. Among the numerous Pokemon discovered to date, Marshadow is remarkably the first to combine Fighting type and Ghost type. Even regarding its types, Marshadow is an extremely rare Pokemon. Fighting types are usually ill-suited to battle against Psychic Pokemon, but now you'll be able to take advantage of Marshadow's Ghost type to battle effectively. It doesn't reduce the super effective damage from Psychic, but you can at least hit back with Ghost attacks for super effective damage. Now, the signature moves, when Marshadow unleashes moves, it turns green. Interesting. When standing up to enemies with its full power, such as when unleashing moves, part of Marshadow's body turned green thanks to its burning fighting spirit. Wonder why green, though? I don't really think of green as spirits unless you're talking about Slimer from Ghostbusters. And then I guess that makes sense. But he's not a fighting type, is he? Spectral Thief is a new move that only Marshadow can learn, and I'll expect Smeargle can learn it too, but who knows. This move steals any stat boost that the target had, and then deals an attack. It's a powerful physical move with a never-before-seen and surprising effect. Change a crisis into a chance, and victory is within your grasp. So if they've done a lot of swords dancing, Depending on if a Spectral Thief is a physical or special type attack, you can copy the sword's dances first and then hit them with pretty powerful damage, which is an interesting attack to say the least. Now, it has its own signature Z move as well. The Soul-Stealing 7-star Strike is a special Z move that can only be used by Marshadow that knows Spectral Thief and is holding the special Z crystal Marshadium Z, or Marshadium Z, which cannot be obtained through regular gameplay. Check back for details on how to get Marshadow and its powerful Z crystal Marshadium Z. Now, if you want to see some more images, you can go to Pokemon-sunmoon.com. The main header banner image is of Marshadow. Click that, you'll see all the information that I just read to you, as well as some of the images regarding this new mythical Pokemon. Interesting stuff. Now, I do believe that is all that I have listed to mention. It's kind of funny, that's part of the reason why I didn't want to do the news update, or I was sort of feeling deterred from doing it. I thought, there's going to be so much news to go over because I've missed several weeks of doing this, and you know, I got to determine which news items are worthy to mention, which are too old, you know, too outdated. As it turns out, nope, there was really not that much news to go over anyway. So it is now time to advance into the booster pack openings, finally. Now, by the time you're watching this video, I am making it a point in my brain to not forget to send out the code cards that have been waiting for weeks to go to the last people that won using the question of the day. So, this time around, I have another question of the day, of course, and for your chance to win one of the Pokemon TCG Online code cards from these 3 packs, answer the question of the day and include hashtag QOTD in your comment with the answer. And on this coming Sunday, which is, what is it going to be? 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, July 16th, I believe it is. I'll be doing a random draw of everyone that has left a comment with the hashtag QOTD to win one of these code cards chosen at random. So, question of the day, I just kind of thought of it off the top of my head this morning. What is your favorite anime? Or sorry, let's try that again. What is or are your favorite animes to watch? Now, the reason I ask that is because I've recently got into watching the subtitle version of Dragon Ball Super, because I don't know if you actually see, but I've got my Dragon Ball posters from Anime Airtime up on the wall, and any other Dragon Ball paraphernalia back here? I don't think you can see it. It's on the top shelf. There's some Goku and Vegeta figurines there. I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Z, and now Dragon Ball Super. It's getting pretty crazy what's happening in Dragon Ball Super. I don't want to say anything to spoil for anybody, but if you're watching, I haven't seen it yet, but it's just wild stuff that's going on. It's hard to fathom what's happening. Anyway, so leave your answer down below. What is your favorite or favorite animes to watch? Why did I correct that? What are some of your favorite animes to watch? How about that? That'll be the question. Leave that with a comment and hashtag QOTD in the comment. Have a chance to win one of the code cards, starting with the Furious Fist booster pack. We are cutting open right now. The waste is falling to the wayside. Let's get this code card secreted away. Actually, I gotta tear this open a little bit more. So, code card is face the right way. This is going off to the side. I already see the first common card is a Machop, but let's get the other ones mixed around here. How do I do this again? These should be the uncommon. I think I haven't opened a pack in so long. I forget how to do this. Anyway, this is common, I believe. We've got Clefairy. We've got a Clauncher. Next is Pikachu. There is a Gothita. Last common is a Machop, as I said. Uncommon cards, I believe, starting with Training Center. We've got a Machoke to evolve that Machop up. We have a Licky. Reverse foil is a Mienfoo, and the rare card of the Furious Fist booster pack is a Magmortar. Eventually, they'll be coming in Pokemon Go, but not for another 2 generations to come. So let's advance several packs into the future, several expansions. We'll go with a Breakpoint and see what we happen to get out of this pack. Make sure I can cut it on camera so people don't think this is a fake pack opening, as I had commented to me one time when I got 2 full arts out of 2 packs. Alright, so this is the code card for Breakpoint, also to the side. Let us do the little pack trick here and see what we get from Breakpoint. We have a Psyduck to start off with. We have a Clefairy, 2 Clefairy so far, that's cool. We have a Slowpoke, Drowsy, and a Shelter for the last common. Now the uncommons beginning with a Max Potion, definitely a useful card, especially if you can somehow manipulate energy off, heal up, and then move it back on. Sigilif with the Reflective Shield, that's a cool attack. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, you put 5 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Give this thing a Bursting Balloon, you're going to do 110 damage back if they hit you. Last uncommon is an Aromatisse. The reverse foil is a Ferroseed. Rare card is a Lilligant. I remember you, Lilligant, from my battle with Lucamine. in the Aether Foundation. You're an interesting bit of trouble for us. Alright, last pack is the Sun and Moon base set. Do we happen to find a Pokemon GX? What, did I just cut the card? I don't think so. I felt a little bit more resistance than I would have liked. Oh, it's just because there's still glue left on the scissors from when we had to do some costume repair at Animaritime. Okay, the cards are fine, everybody. So the code card is facing the wrong way. Look at that. Sleight of hand. I could be a magician if I really wanted to. Maybe. Alright, now, as far as being a magician, what's the pack trick for these ones again? I believe these should be the uncommons. This is, I think, the energy. So I'm going to try this. Put the energy here. I think reverse foil. No, I think rare reverse foil. Let's see if I did this right. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. Is this the energy? I think I did it! Okay, we got water energy. We have a Poplio. We've got a Zubat. Carvana. Snubble. And the last common should be a Wingull. Now, if I'm right, the uncommons begin with a Charjabug. There is a Rainbow Energy. Definitely a good card. We have the Krokorok. Reverse foil is Torkoal. I did the pack trick properly? First, and I just said I haven't done pack opens in so long. Anyway, the rare card's going to be this. Masquerain. I guess I really didn't need to talk up the rareness of that, because that's not the super best card. I mean, moving energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their bench Pokemon. I guess that's not that bad if they have, like, strong energy. You can move it to a non-fighting type, and then they just have to discard it, so that could have use, but I'm just more happy I did the pack trick properly on my first try. Just trying to figure out where should the cards be. Anyway, that's what I got out of my booster packs. Again, if you're a chance to win one of those 3 code cards for Pokemon TCG Online, simply answer the question of the day by this coming Sunday, which I think I said is July 20th. And everyone that has the answer with the hashtag QOTD in the comment has a chance to win one of those cards drawn/chosen randomly. Once again, the question is, what are some of your favorite animes to watch? And as I said, Dragon Ball Super is currently one of mine. I really have to, I want to watch it from the beginning. I've seen clips here and there, like the whole Future Trunks story going on, but I want to see things from the beginning. In fact, I probably should fully experience what people described as some of the, not the best artwork ever in the series and the history of Dragon Ball. I've seen screenshots. Let's just leave it at that. But with that, we are done. The first in a long time awaiting news update video thingy here on the channel. Stay tuned later on today for another episode of Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke as we continue our adventure through Kanto. And as I say, 2 episodes going up tomorrow, which I'm recording tonight. I'm going to make sure I get those recorded properly for you guys and ready to roll. So just stay tuned for all that. With that, Professor Chaz is now done for the day. Thanks again for watching today's news update video thingy. To check out some more content on the channel, of course, check out some of the links during the outro, and feel free to subscribe to the channel by clicking on my face during the outro as well for more daily Pokemon content. With all that, we are now signing up. I'm getting bombarded with messages. I got to see what's going on. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.